Guys. I wanted to introduce our newest project. Obviously, this project is for you, my high school seniors. The topic of this is super, super important because up until now, you guys have sort of viewed research as if it is your teacher gives you a prompt and you go and find sources that support answering the prompt. As you move into higher education after this, that is not going to be the way that research is conducted. The way that your professors are going to ask you to research is going to be more based on developing a question that you are interested in investigating. And that question is going to need to be based on filling a gap of some kind. It's going to be something that maybe hasn't been researched extensively yet, or there's limited research on it. And so you're doing a survey of the literature that's available, or something like that. And it's going to be based on a general topic, but not something super specific. So our topic here is going to be developing an inquiry-based research question and creating an outline of the evidence that supports the question. And that does take a lot of effort. This is one of our library standards. In Learner 1.b.1, we know that learners engage with new knowledge by following a process which includes using evidence to investigate questions. And at this level, you develop the question that you're investigating. So I'm super excited to get you started. It is a new thing. So I did curate some resources to help you get going on this. So let me walk you through the resources we have here. I have included a section. They're all red, so it should be pretty easy. These are called resources to help you on your way. So I have a video that explains a little bit more about research as inquiry. I have a source here for you on actually developing a good, strong research question. I have a source here that's topics that have already been researched. Now, I will say you can look at this for inspiration, but you may not select a topic from the list. It's just to get you started sort of in a direction. One thing that's super important about finding evidence for resource or for research is using a mixture of primary sources and secondary sources. And primary sources are really important because those are things that come from the original author, the original person who was there, who experienced it. These are going to be things like newspaper articles from the time, um, the actual research article that was conducted by the person who did the research. The Declaration of Independence is considered a primary source. The Constitution is considered a primary source. So that's going to be super important. I do have also another resource that's helping you to find primary sources. One thing at this level we want to do is to avoid Wikipedia or just generally Googling to find like WebMD answers and things like that. So Google Scholar is going to be your best friend. That's going to pull up actually peer-based or peer-reviewed journals. It's going to bring up actual research studies. So that's going to be really important for you. I do have also an article here. So why do we want scholarly articles and how can you recognize those? So I have this resource for you here also. And then another one, it's more of a YouTube video in case like the reading feels kind of bulky to you. And then a major thing in research is giving appropriate credit to the original authors. So what I have here for you is the Purdue OWL citing your sources. It's the MLA formatting and style guide because we are in high school, so we use MLA format. As you move up, your program will use different types of citations, but Purdue is a great resource. You'll use it forever. They have all kinds of citation guides to help you along your way. And then this is just a really good video here. It's super short, 3 minutes. And it is how to avoid plagiarism. So that's super helpful. Now, as far as the project goes, we are not going to jump in with 2 feet to writing a research paper. That would be ridiculous. So step 1 is to develop a question. And step 2 is to find some evidence. So that's what we're doing. We're not writing the paper. We're just developing a question, writing some evidence. So I have 2 discussion questions for you. The first question is this: what are some key things you need to remember when developing your research question? Based on your evaluation of the resources above, what are some key things you need to remember to develop a research question that is inquiry-based rather than just knowledge-based? And then I want you to create a sticky note with at least 2 points. So how you do that is this: you're going to click the plus here, and then you're going to type your name. So John Smith. And then you're going to answer 2 things I think, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to click publish. And that's going to add your sticky note right here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and delete that so it's not there. So that's the first discussion question. The second discussion question I have for you is really the goal of the project, right? So you've done it. You know what you wanna look at. So starting your research, create a post that uses your name and research question as the title. Use the link option to provide a link to your source that will give good evidence in your research for your research project. In the body text, explain why the source is valuable. Please see example post. Okay, so I made a post. So my example is this: my name is Sally Smith. My question is going to be based on the relationship between microplastics and ADHD. So, what is the relationship between microplastics and ADHD? And then I gave a little sciencedaily.com post, and it says this source is valuable because it is based on a research study that links plastics in ADHD symptoms. So that's why I like this source. Now, if I was really writing this paper, this could not be my only source because I'm not actually reading the study, right? It does talk about the study, but it is not the study itself. So I would need to find more information here. Please do let me know if you have any questions about this project. It's a higher level than we're used to thinking at. So I'm trying to push you into what you're ready for once you move on next year to college. Okay. Thank you so much.